Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Rise and Become. This is our third video in the series, and today we're going to talk about something really, really important. And what it is the subject of turning setbacks into comebacks. Well, everybody loves a success story, don't they? But there's something we often forget, and it's just that behind every success, there actually is a setback. The truth is that failure isn't the opposite of success. Failure is just part of success. There isn't anybody who's been successful who hasn't had some failures at some stage. And the people who achieve great things, they're not the ones who never fall. They're simply the ones who know how to rise up back after they do. So, I'm going to talk about a few things today. First of all, that setbacks are inevitable. Secondly, why we fear setbacks. Thirdly, I'm going to talk about the comeback mindset. And then I'm going to give some real life comeback stories as well. And then lastly, turning your setback into strength. Well, are you ready? So let's get stuck in straight away and let's talk about the fact that setbacks are inevitable. Think about it. Every athlete, entrepreneur, leader who you admire has faced rejection, mistakes, and painful failures. That Thomas Edison, he failed over 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb. Amazing, isn't it? What about J.K. Rowling? She was rejected by how many publishers? No, not one or two, 12. 12 publishers rejected her work before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon. What about Nelson Mandela? He spent 27 years in prison before becoming president of South Africa. You know what the lesson is? Setbacks don't disqualify you, they prepare you. Okay, now, secondly, why do we fear setbacks? Well, you see, the problem is that many of us take failure personally. We think, oh, I failed, therefore I'm a failure. Well, it's a lie. Failure is an event, it's not an identity. It's feedback, it's information. It's the universe saying, not this way, try another. And what about the comeback mindset? So how do you turn a setback into a comeback? Well, step one, just pause and reflect. Don't ignore the pain. Learn from it. Ask, what can this teach me? Step two, adjust your approach. If one strategy failed, try another. Edison didn't fail 1,000 times. He found 1,000 ways that didn't work. Step three, stay in the game. The only true failure is quitting. Every comeback story starts with someone who just refused to give up. So let's have a look at some real life comeback stories. What about Michael Jordan? He was cut from his high school basketball team. Can you believe it? Instead of quitting, he used that setback as fuel. Years later, he became the greatest basketball player of all time. Almost unbelievable, isn't it? What about Oprah Winfrey? This is another amazing example. She was fired from her first TV job, and she was told she wasn't fit for television. Oh my dear. Today, she's one of the most influential women in the world. So what made the difference? Not avoiding failure, but, yeah, you guessed it, rising above it afterwards. So, lastly, let's talk about how to turn your setback into strength. Here's the key. The setback can break you, or it can build you. It all depends on the story you tell yourself. If you see your failure as the end, it will be. But if you see it as a stepping stone, it becomes part of your comeback. Every scar, mistake, disappointment, they're all shaping you into the person who can handle the success you're aiming for. Well, so next time you fall, don't see it as the end of the road. See it as the bend in the road. You are stronger than your failure. You are wiser because of your mistakes, and you are closer to your dream than you realize. Why? Because every great comeback begins with a setback. Well, have you ever turned a setback into a comeback? Well, why don't you share your story in the comments below? You might inspire someone else who's struggling right now. And remember, this is Rise and Become. Subscribe for more motivation to help you rise after every fall and become the person you were meant to be. And oh, don't forget, won't you push the like button as well? And I look forward to seeing you in our next video. And in the meantime, become the comeback kid. See you then. Bye now.